in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Georgia's offense will be first on the attack. Gun to give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the right. Got his man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Dogs are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Line out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He in the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running it to the right. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. So now it's 2nd and long. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Got the 1st down and more. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hope. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Max looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and touches it down. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Scanning the field, it's Wicks. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Georgia ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
A shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup it. He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Wicks. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Makes the grab. It's Yates. NC State will pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the pair. The 26, and that's where they'll go to work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll pull it down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball comes to rest right there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
NC State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try the right side. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the resupply. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Turns it loose. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. And breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down. Now back at it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. Going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dogs... Spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They want to run it left here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They'll send out the kicker here. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. They get through and it's blocked. He's got the ball and it's live.
Yeah, and that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Georgia sends out the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a crease. It's carry on. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Snags it over the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work